tell you guys a little story about a 392 Wrangler, a sales manager, the video guy, 6 days, 6,000 kilometers, and about $1,700 in fuel, and a whole lot of off-roading.
We drove for I don't know how many hours, and I don't even know where we are. What's our next stop, Sean? Nevada?
Nevada. Clark County.
Clark County. For the trails and the good times. We are somewhere, I don't know. Currently on our way to Nevada is the goal for today. The Jeep is being aired down because just through all the pressure changes and the elevation and whatnot, our tires are really full and they don't need to be really full. So let's change that. And Sean's got onboard air. So if the situation goes the opposite and we need to refill, we're set, we're fine. Off we go. We are in, oh, some more light going on here. Austin, Nevada is where we've made it for some more gas here. We're getting there. We're getting there. Another 400 or so miles to the first couple trails we want to hit. Remember how I said we could air back up if we had to? We had to. Here we go. So we're about 2,000 kilometers from home, which is more miles than I know how to convert. We've camped on the side of the road the past few days and ate at every gas station we've needed to stop at for a hungry 392. But without further ado, let's hit the trail. see what we can do.
Another one biting up. Still a little rough. And then passenger wheels.
We just went through some of the most beautiful mountain rocky stuff I've probably ever seen. We're still in Nevada, of course. We've got another trail to head to tonight, but the Rocky Gap Road is one I would definitely highly recommend. That was, I think we did it in 3 hours, 45 minutes, and that included stopping and hanging out and taking in the beauty, because how could you not? But so far, America, you have been beautiful. Jeep, you have been spectacular. And we're gonna see if we can find some food and, of course, gasoline. So we're at Schneebly Hill Road. This was supposed to be Trail 2 this morning, but we first got here last night at about 11 to the other side of the trail, and it's actually gated and shut down. So there's still Jeep trails, everybody's having a great time, but we can only do the bottom 4 miles. So without further ado, this is the bottom 4 miles of Schneebly Hill Road. That's a wrap on trail number 2. That's our first one in Arizona here, and it was beautiful. We took 4 miles essentially there, 4 miles back, so 8 miles in total. And there are some beautiful rocky gaps and just, views for days, let's put it that way. This trail is maintained, I believe, even on some level, by Jeep tours. So there was a pink tour company, another tour company. We even ran into one of the guides this morning just buying groceries. He was asking all about the 392. So the Jeep culture is incredibly strong out here, and we'll see how many more we see on the way to the next one. We've got about 100 miles to go to our next spot here in Arizona. It's the back way to Crown King. We will see when the sun goes down. Back to the road. It's already 5 o'clock, so if this video ends a little dark, that's why. Let's air down, rock and roll. She's a little warm today.
Two-wheel drive truck.
Good sign. know, sometimes it's disappointingly smooth.
I know, it's too easy.
Goodbye, you beautiful hazards, you. Remember when I said it'd be dark outside by the time we were done? About 34 miles that way ago, the trail said it was done. There was another trail that took about another 2 hours. It's about 11 o'clock now. We finally hit pavement. It's kind of spooky out here, eh? We're about 300 miles out from the next trail, which is Pinyon Mountain. We will probably camp the night somewhere near California is the goal. Overall, that was beautiful. The sun went down. We didn't film too much from there because what are you gonna see? But there's a lot more to come, guys. Okay, we found a spot just off the highway last night that was beautiful. It's a tiny little lake bed. We are still miles away from where we were at. It's about 150 to go, 2 and a bit hours. We'll probably stop for some breakfast, but who knows? Back to the Jeep. We finally made it. It's all led up to this. This is Pinyon Mountain. It's about 3 p.m. We stopped for some breakfast.
These sausages are like pre-cooked though, right?
I don't know. And then we stopped again for some Taco Bell. And this is our final trail. It should be noted for the badge of honor system here, you don't need to do this the way we have. You could stay in a hotel. You could take your time. But the point is, you don't have to. You can just go. You want me to fold it? I'll be honest, from here, the cameras kind of went away and we just started taking in the scenery. For the drive home, just picture in your mind's eye 2 very tired and sunburnt Canadians driving all the way from California to Abbotsford, BC with 1 stop at a cheap hotel in Eureka, California. Beyond that,
We just had to get home. But the story didn't end there. Once we got home, you know we had to get that thing on a hoist and check it out. Damage report.
Looks like back in the shock mount here.
That one took a little bit of a thwack. That was
Backside there.
that was the squeeze of Pinyon Mountain there. Show me kind of with your finger with it. A couple more little scratchy scratchies.
Control arm took a scrape.
The exhaust tips used to be rounder.
Yeah, the exhaust pipe have been like that for a while. On the steel here, this thing's been pounded pretty flat.
The shinier, the newer is how you know about the scratches. The front diff took a bit of a thwack.
Diff slider. Diff
yes.
is safe and sound under there.
Underneath that slider.
These are a good purchase if you off-road.
What are those?
Control arm skid plates.
Smart.
Not too bad at all, actually. That's why
No.
you have the skid plates.
All the armor did its job.